Am I the asshole for calling a guy an idiot for traumatizing his kid and getting him in trouble with his wife? I was at an observation deck yesterday. It's one of those that has a glass floor as part of it. There was a guy there trying to get his wife and kid to go on the glass floor so he could take a picture. Kid looked about 3 and terrified. His wife was not interested either. When she went to the bathroom, he picked up his kid and went on the glass floor. The kid was frozen stiff and looked pale as a ghost. The dad got his selfie though. When he walked by me, I was telling my boyfriend that if we got married and had kids and he did something so idiotic and traumatizing to our kids, I would be pissed. The guy overheard me and said I should mind my own business. I said I wasn't talking to him. But I did repeat myself and say that he was an idiot for putting his child in such a scary place, when the kid obviously didn't want to be there. By this time his wife had come out and she heard us arguing. Then she got pissed off at him for doing this against their kid's obvious desire. We walked away, but my boyfriend said I shouldn't have started shit with some random guy terrorizing his own kid. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Guy was being a selfish asshole. Maybe you weren't the best source to hear it from, but he needed to hear it nonetheless. Not the asshole. More people should be called on their bad behavior in public. And that guy was doing something he knew his wife would not have wanted. And that poor child. Maybe you calling him out will keep him from being such an R in the future. Keep starting shit in public. Tell your boyfriend I said to leave you alone. He interrupted a conversation you were having with your BF. He chose to bring you into the situation. So you had the right to defend yourself and what you said in a private conversation. That dad was in a hole twice. Not the asshole. My dad dragging me out onto a glass floor in the CN Tower is why I now have a fear of heights. 30 years later. Not the asshole at all. The guy was behaving very cruelly to his kid and his wife needed to know he was an untrustworthy parent. Good job, op. Not the asshole. He probably thought it was funny. My father did stuff like that to us. Shoved dead spiders in our faces and such. Did you say it intentionally for him to overhear it? Or did it just happen that you were saying it and he walked on by? Not the asshole. That's just cruel. Not the asshole. I feel like you should have told him personally rather than him overhearing your conversation with your boyfriend. Although I totally agree with you. He had no reason to get his child shook just for a photo. It simply isn't necessary. Noting that it was a selfie and wife would likely have seen it eventually. Not the asshole. I love when people call out shit parenting. Even if it's an accidental call out. Good job, op. Not the asshole. He was the one not minding his business. You're the asshole and you wanted him to hear you. The glass can be scary. I get it. But it's safe and I doubt the kid is traumatized because of it. Passing judgment on people parenting their kids is usually a big "you're the asshole" for me. Stop being so judgmental in life. You don't know the background there. Maybe he was a jerk, or maybe he wanted to get his kid out of their comfort zone and experience something different, even if it was uncomfortable. There are a ton of things you have to teach your kids that are deeply uncomfortable and scary to them. Like swimming and riding a bike, for example. So stop being a gossip queen of how people are doing their parenting. You're the asshole. Traumatizing has lost its meaning. I was scared of water slides and my dad always pushed me in the beginning and I'm glad he did it. So it's more of a the parent might know better situation. IG. You're the asshole. Don't be passive aggressive like that. You're the asshole. And you really should mind your own business. You don't know that kid. You don't know that parent. My 4-year-old would look terrified too, but if I picked him up and brought him out even after he says no, he would be just fine. I'm shocked at the people in the comments saying this is abuse lol. Everyone wants to be a victim these days. IG. You're the asshole. Stop poking your head in other people's business. Kid was not in danger. I may be downvoted into oblivion by your fellow Queen cards. But you should hear this. I bet when you were all I was telling my boyfriend that if we got married and had kid, your boyfriend went in his head if. You're the asshole. Mind your own business. Same kind of person who would be crying here to Reddit if someone said something to you you didn't like. Your boyfriend was the one to say something. Ever consider you just embarrassed him along with yourself? You're the asshole, making mountain out of a molehill, and your BF correct. Not the asshole. H. This is really a no you kid moment. I have 6. 2 of them would have thought it was the best and would have gone out. No problem. 2 kids would have liked it once I pushed the issue. 1 would have hated it. And the last one would like it sometimes and hated it others. Depending on the circumstances. This could be an NTA, ESH, or YTA. You're the asshole. Kids need to be exposed to safe but scary things. Young minds rot in the comfort zone. The child isn't traumatized. He's mildly unnerved and has low emotional self-regulation because he's a toddler. You're an R. The mother is well-intentioned but wrong. And that kid is better off than yours will be. People with no youngsters telling people how to raise their kids. YTA. You're the asshole. The kid wasn't in danger. You were obviously talking loud enough for him to overhear. Probably purposely, whether conscious or unconscious of the fact. And you definitely weren't minding your own business. Not even sure how this will traumatize the kid. Kids are scared of all kinds of stupid shit, and when their parents don't get them through it, they grow up to be scared adults that try to justify being afraid. You're the asshole. You have no business shooting your mouth off purposely so the guy could hear it. If you want to comment, wait till he's gone. You were hoping he would overhear your comments so you could start an argument. And show what a kind, concerned person you are. You're the asshole. Mind your own business next time. What he did or didn't do has nothing to do with you unless the child was in actual danger and you confronting him in front of other people is out of line. You're the asshole. Mind your own fucking business. Not the asshole. Bad parenting needs to be called out more often. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. We all need to stand up again and start to not accept this shit in public. Not the asshole. I will add though, OP, that it sounds like, in your own words, there was arguing between you and the guy. Maybe even more important for when you have kids is showing composure and properly handling yourself in public. You said what you needed to and he heard you. Life should have moved on. It sounds like your partner may have been embarrassed a bit too. You can be right. But write privately. With respect to lessons for kids, I think both you and the guy would take an L with how it went down.